Night Bites, brought to you by your instructional coaches. This week we will be covering Chapter 4 from Peter Liljedahl's book, Building a Thinking Classroom. The topic is How We Arrange Furniture in a Thinking Classroom. The research conducted within the classroom suggests that furniture placement gives students a message as to what type of thinking or behavior is expected of them. Peter Liljedahl went beyond observation and interviewed students by showing them pictures of various classroom arrangements. Students voiced a correlation between the arrangement of desks and their perceived classroom order expected by the teacher. Students perceived that classrooms with desks or tables arranged in order meant that not only was classroom order a priority, but that there would be a lot of pressure to perform, which may have a direct link to a lack of risk-taking. The orderly arrangements that received this response applied to desks or tables arranged in straight rows or lines, symmetrical classrooms with a horseshoe or circle format, and also classrooms where the chairs were all facing the same direction. The result is especially impactful if all three traits of straightness, symmetry, and fronting are present. Students innately know that not only will the focus be on the teacher, but so will all of the activity. Throughout their research, students believed that the class would be more engaging and involve more interaction when they saw pictures of classrooms that were defronted, meaning that every chair in the room is facing a different direction, with non-straight or non-symmetrical arrangements. Taking it a step further, they investigated classrooms where the teacher defronted the classroom and followed the recommended arrangements to promote thinking. Desks were pulled away from the walls to allow for thinking in vertical spaces. Immediate student reactions indicated that both students and teachers shifted their roles. Students began talking more and teachers began talking less. An overall reflection of this research states that it turns out that how the desks and tables are placed not only sends a message of what is expected, it changes what actually happens. Here are some moves to keep in mind as you work to arrange your furniture for a thinking classroom. Defront the classroom. Cluster desks and surfaces away from the vertical surfaces. Have chairs pointing in all different directions. Try not to stand at what used to be the front. Move around the room as you are talking to students. You may have additional questions about defronting your classroom. This chapter has an additional Q&A section, and your instructional coaches are also willing to collaborate with you. There is also a brief article included in the resources with this Night Bite. Keep in mind that defronting your classroom is more than moving a desk. It's creating opportunities for your students to be collaborative. We will be taking a break for the 4th of July week. Here's a sneak peek at the next chapter that will be released the week of July 12th. How we answer questions in a thinking classroom.